So, you want to own an Asian water monitor? So, this video is going to be a non-biased pros and cons sort of video to owning one of these lizards. So, I'm going to start off with the housing, the lighting, the food. I do exercise routines with him, so I'll show you a bit of that as well. We're just going to go through everything really, and how I look after this lizard and what works best for me. Like I said, this isn't a care guide as such. This is for someone who wants to own one of these lizards, but not sure if they can do that, if that makes sense. Like I said, these lizards are really hard work. Well, any monitor really is hard work. Or the bigger monitors are harder work. Okay, I've just put his fresh water bottle in for this video and he's already taken a dump in it. If you know, you know. So yeah, let's get into this. Put a bit of housekeeping first. So obviously, this is you think, Ken, why have we got the old merch? That's because right here on screen now is a new merch store. So with more affordable pricing for everyone. So these t-shirts here are good quality. I've ordered some for myself, so I'll show you when I turn up. So the link will be in the description for the shop. At the moment, that is just the basic collection for now. I will be adding more merch on as the time goes on. So yeah, let's get into this. It's gonna be a long video, so buckle up, get some popcorn, get locked in, let's go. So here is my water monitor. This is Diesel, Verona Salvatore Kameni or Macromata, so whatever it is, how it's pronounced. This is him. He's just sniffing me out. So as you can see, relatively small, more of a long tail really than anything. But these guys come from the islands of Sumatra in the wild. So these guys can typically go from anywhere to 4 to 6 feet. Males being a lot larger than the females. I'm hoping this one's going to be a female. Hey. So yeah, so with this guy, this enclosure, where you going, mate? The enclosure he's in now, I'll show you in a second, is 8 by 3 by 3, with water butt at the bottom for swimming, defecating. So I'll show you all that in a second. The lighting in this vivarium is powered by Luminize, so to get the most out of the animal's needs in the vivarium space, I put in Luminize. Just trying to concentrate on what he's doing. Hey, what are you doing? So yeah, these guys usually eat a diet of fish, crustaceans, insects, mammalian prey. This guy doesn't get very much mammalian prey because too many mammals equals fatty liver disease. I do like to offer it sometimes. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the vivarium size, and like I said, 8 by 3 by 3. Show you what sort of setup you want, and I'll go through humidity and heat in a sec. But yeah, so heating is 3 halogens, well 2 at the moment, but so on the outsides, on the ends are 35 watt halogens, and in the middle is 50 watt. That distance to the basking spot brings like a 55 to 60 Celsius basking spot, because these guys need it hot to digest their food. So the cool end is about 28 Celsius ish, and the hot end is around like 55 Celsius. I do have loads of vents in the back. I added extra vents to keep the air flow in and out. Can you go back in, please? So yeah, and lighting is 14% Jungle T5 UVB Luminize teamed up with 80 watt Jungle Dawn Luminize as well. This guy does not want to take no for an answer, but of course He does usually get daily free roaming time. But yeah, let's get into the food and stuff like that. And yeah. So I like to keep this vivarium humidity level at 60 to 70% to help the lizard shed its skin and not get any stuck shed. So yeah, that's the sort of humidity levels I like to keep this vivarium at. But obviously the basking spot being that hot, it works pretty well with the water area as well. Obviously he likes to soak when he's shedding, as he is now. He's a right mess in his water bowl pretty much every day, but yeah. So insects that I feed my water monitor vary a lot. So I do my meat feeds, so my mammalian and fish feeds 3 times a week, and all the other days in between are insects such as Madagascan hissing cockroaches, dubia roaches, locusts, lobworms. I also like to throw in beetle grubs, so calci worms. I do like to use the black soldier flies, so he likes to chase them around sometimes. Not so much now he's grown up, but he did when he was younger. A lot of obviously invertebrates. So I tried stick insects, and I've also tried katydids, which I got from a friend of mine at work, which I quite enjoyed, but I don't really use them much. So obviously hissing cockroaches, dubia roaches, locusts, stuff that is readily available on the shelf. I have my own breeding colony of hissing cockroaches, so I do have access to that at all times. The supplements I like to use are things like Calcium Pro MG with magnesium, Earth Pro CA, Earth Pro A, and Shed Support for added shedding benefits. All the insects are gut loaded on crispy greens 3 days beforehand. Well, there's always a constant supply of food in the bins that they're kept in. So yeah, so a lot of insect based with mixture of obviously your meat and fish, stuff like that. It can get quite expensive, but I do suggest if you are thinking about buying a lizard like this, I would set up roach colonies. Yeah, so without further ado, let's go downstairs and show you what food, like meat and fish, that I feed this lizard throughout the week. So, what do I feed my water monitor? So I feed varieties of meat based prey. So turkey turkey breast, I dice it up into portions. Haddock, a mouse or two, around a mouse or two a month. Sorry, I thought my dog was going there. Mouse or two a month. Things like pig heart, chicks, sometimes quail as well. When I can get out my hands on it, obviously. What else we got? So like salmon, prawns, all that sort of stuff. So what I'll do is I will leave a picture here of the food that I use. If you want to pause, take a screenshot, do whatever you want with it. So for today's video, we're going to be doing a bit of pig heart and a chick, because I want to get some calcium into his body. He doesn't really take the calcium powders much unless it's finely put on. But yeah, so we're going to get into it. We're going to warm this up, thaw it out, and we're going to give him some exercise and give him some meat. So yeah, see you in a sec. So, chicken is now thawed out. So yeah, I'm gonna feed it to him, make him work for this one. And again, he needs to exercise. I do this with whole prey probably about 2 or 3 times a week. I don't always make him run for it because that'd be, it's cruel. But the animal needs to get some exercise in its life. Otherwise, it's just gonna get fat and lazy. But this is how I do it. So yeah, let's get him out, make him exercise, and then give him his dinner. And yeah. So now I'm going to do the pros and cons. So we're going to start off with the pros, go into the cons. I just quickly got to go and change his water bowl again. So yeah, I'll see you in a sec. So the pros of owning a water monitor or any large monitor is, one, they're very rewarding species. Once you start getting to know them a lot better and making that sort of, like a bond, then they're brilliant to sit and interact with. Pro number two is that it makes a brilliant showpiece animal in your collection. If you ever have friends over, it's a great conversation starter. But again, like I said, I wouldn't say to anyone just go buy a water monitor. Pro number three is that you can set their enclosures up absolutely spectacularly. I've got some prime examples of people who set up brilliant water monitor enclosures, such as Dougie Smith from the Jurassic Ark Encounters. I love what he does with his enclosures. So yeah, there's a lot more pros. I could sit here all day and tell you how much I love spending time with this animal. But yeah, so the cons next. It's a lot of cons. Again, I'm not going to go through every single thing with you because again, it's what works for me. I'm not doing this on everyone's experience, and this is not a care guide. It's just how my pros and cons work. So yeah. So the cons. Con number one: that water bowl needs to be changed every single day. If there's poo in it, change it. Like, this lizard poos at least once a day, so I'm in here changing this water at least once a day, if not twice. So yeah, if you haven't got a water filter in your vivariums, like I haven't at the moment, because I don't see the point in buying one if I'm going to get him a bigger water butt soon in his bigger enclosure. So for now, I'm just emptying it and cleaning it out every day. Con number two: they do eat quite a lot of food. They have no food constraint. If there's something they fancy, they will eat it. They're opportunistic feeders in the wild, so they don't know when their next meal's coming. So you have to be really careful on how you feed it and when you feed it. You have to mix in as well. So insects as well, they eat a lot of insects, as I said earlier in the video. So yeah, con number three, I would say, is they need a really big enclosure once fully grown. At the moment he's in the 833. I'm probably either going to put him in an 8-foot square box or 12 by 6 by 6, depending on the space I've got in the garden. But yeah, I'm trying to push for 12.66. Just whether my partner lets me do it or not. But yeah, so there's a lot of things to take into consideration when, you know, thinking about buying a water monitor. I'm not going to stand here and say, yeah, go and buy one, because these animals demand a lot of respect. Like, they're very flighty animals. When you first get them, they won't want to be your friend straight away. Time and patience is the key. So, like with myself, I will sit here every day, even now, show him the glass for 10 minutes and shut it again. When he's out free roaming and I'm sat in here with my partner, he still feels very unsure about my partner because she doesn't really interact with him that much. But when it's just me and the lizard, absolutely fine. Like I said, free roaming in his room, I do about half an hour every other day. So yeah, but again, there's a lot of things that can take into consideration when you know, picking up a water monitor as a pet. I would not suggest this for beginners, but you know, if you want to go buy one, I'm not stopping you, but just know this video is I'm just trying to show you my perspective, if that makes sense. So yeah, thank you for tuning in today. This has been my rendition of my experiences with water monitors and you know, my experiences pretty much. So without further ado, I'm going to leave it here because this is a brilliant interaction. What are you doing? So yeah, I'm going to leave it here. This has been a brilliant interaction. So I'm going to spend some time with Diesel. So thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please consider giving it a like, a comment, subscribe to the channel. I've been Ken, this has been Diesel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.